All right, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring. The house of David, the elect, that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. I'm back at you with another lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakakwadash. And all empires of the biblical world who were set up through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai had their time to rule and they failed. All right. And now, according to Bible prophecy, we are in the last rule of the heathen nations, which are the Edomites. Okay. Now we're under the captivity and rulership of the revived Roman Empire, which consists of America, NATO, and the EU. All right. Which is also regarded as the beast. All right, which Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is coming to take down. He's coming to destroy this empire of the Edomites. And we would know, according to Bible prophecy as well, that Esau would be ruling in the end of the world in the last days. This is 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. And it reads, it says, for Esau is the end of the world. All right. So Esau would be ruling the earth. All right. At the end of the world in the last days. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. And another indicator that shows us who's ruling the earth. This is Job chapter 9 and verse 24. And it reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, which are you Edomites. You are known in the scriptures as the wicked. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay. And after the dark ages, when Jake was ruling Europe, Esau got back into power, which was known as the Renaissance period, which means rebirth. Okay. And he defaced the images of the Lord and the prophets and painted them as Edomites. Okay. And that's how he set himself up as God and projected himself as being the people of the Lord. Okay. So these are those people, man, which is heavy because going back into the image. All right. This all ties into the time of the revived Roman Empire. Okay. Esau coming back into power over the planet Earth. All right. This is Acts chapter 17. This is Acts chapter 17 and verse 26. And it reads, it says, and have made of one blood all nations of men for to dwell on all the face of the earth, and have determined the times before appointed and the bounds of their habitation. All right, let's get that in the NLT. I always bring this out. All right, Acts 17 and 26 in the NLT, it says, from one man he created all the nations throughout the whole earth. He decided beforehand when they should rise and fall, and have determined their boundaries, right? So all these kingdoms, all these world biblical empires, all right, they all had their time to rise and rule, and they all fail. All right. And that's why we're in the time of the of that final beast, if you will. All right, which is this beast, this revived Roman Empire. All right, the power structure of Esau Edom that's being operated through America, NATO, and the EU. All right. So every empire had its time to fall. All right. It had its time to rise and fall. All right. He decided beforehand when they should rise and fall, and he have determined their boundaries. All right. Let me add on to that. Like it tells you in Job chapter 14 and verse 5. Right. This is Job chapter 14, verse 5. It says, seeing his days are determined. Whose days? The Edomite. The rule of Esau. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. You see? So his time to rule has been limited. All right. We're in the time of his fall, man. All right. I'm just seeing what this says in the NLT. Same verse, Job 14 and 5. You have decided the length of our lives. You know how many months we will live, and we are not given a minute longer. You see that? So the Most High has determined bounds that these Edomites cannot pass. Okay? We are at the feet. Okay? We are at the feet and toes of this image. And we're going to get that in Daniel, the 2nd chapter, in a second. All right? But we're just touching the scriptures that all power and rulership is given by the Lord. Okay? This is Proverbs 8 and 15. By me, kings reign. All right? By Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, kings reign. All right? He's the one that set up powers over the earth. All right? Power is given into the hand of the Lord. Sirach 10 and 4. Proverbs 8 and 15. By me, kings reign, and princes decree justice. By me, princes rule, and nobles, even all the judges of the earth. So power is given by the Most High. All right? On who rules and who falls. Daniel 4 and 17. And it reads, it says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, the prophets, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. You see? Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai ruleth in the kingdom of men. And it says, and giveth to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men, which is you Edomites. Okay, the Most High setteth over it, over the earth, because the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. He setteth over it the basis of men. Okay, so you Edomites will be the ones that are being power over the earth in these last days. The basis of men. The scriptures say that you're a viler, that you are viler than all the earth. You see? Jeremiah 27. Okay, Jeremiah 27 and verse 5, and it reads, it says, I have made the earth, the man and the beast that are upon the ground, by my great power and by my outstretched arm, and have given it unto whom it seemed meet unto me. You see that? So the Lord, he's the one that issues out government, rulership, man, over the planet Earth. All right? He gives it to whom seems fit to him. Okay? Verse 6, Jeremiah 27 and 6, it says, and now have I given all these lands into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and the beasts of the field have I given him also to serve him. You see? Verse 7, it says, and all nations shall serve him, and his son and his son's son, until the very time of his land come. And then many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of him. All right. So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai was the power that set up Nebuchadnezzar. All right. The king of Babylon. Verse 8, Jeremiah 27 and 8, it says, and it shall come to pass that the nation and kingdom which will not serve the same Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, and that will not put their neck under the yoke of the king of Babylon, that nation will I punish, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, with the sword and with the famine and with the pestilence, until I have consumed them by his hand. All right. So Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, okay, was the power, all right, or the empire that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai set up. Okay. So let's get into that. Okay. The interpretation of the statute. All right. Dealing with all these empires of the biblical world that were set up at one point in time. All right, let's get that too. Okay, this is Daniel chapter 2. Okay, let's go there. Daniel chapter 2. This is the book of Daniel chapter 2 and verse 31, and it reads, Thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. And this great image is the statue here. All right. This is that great image. All right. That Daniel the prophet saw. All right. And he's going to give the interpretation. You see? Daniel 2 and 32, it says, the image's head was of fine gold. All right. And that fine gold represented the Babylonian Empire. All right. The head of gold. You see? Reading on. And his breast, it says his breast and his arms silver, which represents the Medo-Persian Empire, all right, which took down Babylon. Okay? It says in his belly and his thighs of brass, all right, which represents the Greeks. You see? All right? In that order. Okay? So you had the head of gold. Okay? You had it said his arms of silver, which is the Medo-Persian Empire that took down Babylon. Okay? And then it said what? It said that his belly and his thighs of brass, all right, which represents the Grecian Empire, all right, the time of the Greek rulership. Started with Alexander the Great. Okay, reading on. It says, and his legs of iron, and his feet part iron and part clay. You see that? Which was what? The Roman Empire. Okay? You see? It said that his feet was part iron and part clay, which is symbolic to also, you know, the revived Roman Empire, all right, going to America, NATO, and the EU. Okay? You see? Reading on. Salakia. Reading on, Daniel's 2 and 34. It says, thou sawest to that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces. You see, this is the time that we in now. All right. So this very same image, all right, it said that it was smote. All right. It was smote with the stone cut out without hands. And it said it smote the image upon his feet. Okay. That were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces, because the Most High is going to break down. He's going to destroy. Okay. He's going to destroy this revived Roman Empire, this beast. Okay. Which is the last rule of the heathen. He's coming. Yahweh Shai is coming in his second coming to destroy this final empire, man. You see? That's what that's going into. All right. Matter of fact, let me get a quick precept for that. All right, real quick. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 24, because this is what Yahweh Shai is coming to do. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 24, and it reads, it says, then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and authority and power. This is what Yahweh Shai is coming to do. Okay, he's coming to set up dominion. All right, rule. Verse 25, for he must reign till he have put all enemies under his feet. And it's spiritual. All right, because Yahweh Shai is coming to break up the feet and the toes of that image. Okay, which is the last rule of the heathen, the Edomites, that revived Roman Empire. Right? He must reign till he have put all enemies under his feet. The last enemy that should be destroyed is death, for he hath put all things under his feet. But when he saith all things are put under him, it is manifest that he is expected, which did put all things under him. Verse 28, and when all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall the Son also himself be subject unto him that put all things under him, that the Most High may be all in all. So Yahweh Shai is coming to bring power and authority, man. All right. He's coming in his second coming to take down this last empire of the heathen nations, man, which are the Edomites. You see that? That's what's getting ready to happen. That's the time we in, according to Bible prophecy. Right? So finishing it out. Daniel chapter 2. Read this again. Daniel chapter 2, verse 34. Thou sawest to that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet, that were of iron and clay, and brake them into pieces. Right? Verse 35. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, and the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors. Right? because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to completely destroy these nations. It says, and the wind carried them away. And what does that wind represent? The nuclear destruction. All right. It said that no place was found for them, and the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth. All right. So that stone, like I said, that stone, the image became a great mountain. All right. Which is representative of what? The kingdom of Israel, man. All right. Once Yahweh Shai takes down this final rulership, this final rule of the heathen, when he takes down this Edomite power structure, he's going to set up the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Israel. And it said it filled the whole earth, because that's going to be the ruling empire, if you will, the ruling government over the earth, over the planet forever. That's what's getting ready to happen. All right, pursuant to the to the vision of the statue, the rule of these heathen nations, man. All right. All the world empires had their rise and they had their fall, man. Okay. And Babylon, America is no different, man. All right. So I pray that this lesson was edifying. Just want to bring it out. This is the time we're living in according to Bible prophecy, man. So I pray that this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring. Shalom.